We start with our very first factorizing part, which is highest common factor. Now, no matter what factorizing you do, you always start by looking if there is a highest common factor you can take out. To identify a highest common factor, it has to be either a number or a variable that you can find in both terms. So in this case, we have b. So all you do is you take out b. When we take out, we divide this term over here with everything you took out. So ab divided by b, the two b's cancel each other out, and I have a left, plus, because I took out a plus, so plus divided by plus is plus, and then these two b's cancel each other out. Now, when something is divided by the same number, it is always 1. Like 10 divided by 10 is 1. X divided by x is 1. B divided by b is 1. And in this case, we don't write the 1. If we look over here to the front part, there will be a 1 left here. And remember, in front of every variable, there's an invisible 1. We just don't need to write it. So that is your final answer. Let's go down to a bit more complex one. So in this case, again, go identify what you have. You have numbers that are the same, as well as you have variables that are the same that you can take out. Now, when it comes to numbers, a little trick to remember is we take out the biggest number we can find in both terms. But when we come to variables, we look for the smallest number that can be found in both of them. So if we look at the 3 and the 9, the smallest number or the biggest number we can find is 3 we can take out. And if we look at the x's, 2 is smaller than 3. So we're going to take out the 2. So we're taking out x squared. Now again, we divide everything. So 3 and 3 cancel each other out. X to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2 is just x. Minus, because we took out a plus over here. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. And the x squares cancel each other out. And that's your final answer. Let's look at this one over here. Again, we go look at all the variables we can take out. So with 15, we can see that 15 can divide into 45. So we know we are going to take out a 15. If we go look at the a's, the smallest one is a, and then that we can possibly take out. So we're going to take out an a. Then if we look at our b's, b and b, they both just a b we can take out. That's the smallest one. So now if we go divide this term, the 15 and the 15 cancel each other out. A to the power of 3 divided by a is a squared, because 3 minus the invisible 1 here will give me 2. And the b's cancel each other out. Now 45, let's just put our plus. 45 divided by 15 is 3. The a cancel and the b cancels. So that is your final answer. Now when we come to negative numbers, we have to look at our first term. This first term, if we look at degrees, we usually want it to be positive. So we're going to be taking out a negative number because our first term here is a negative number. So now if we go look at the 21s, the 12s, and the 3, what is the biggest number we can take out? And we can see that is 3. If we look at our variables, if we start with a, we have a here, a squared, and a. So the smallest one here we have is just a. And then if we go to our b's, we have b cubed, just b, and just b. So the smallest one is just b. Now if we go divide, negative divided by negative, I'll take that one up, is a positive. So we don't have to write that. 21 divided by 3 is 7. The a and the a cancel each other out. And b squared minus the 1 here, the invisible 1. Remember, every variable has invisible 1. 2 minus 1 would give me b squared. Just fix the 7. Then positive divided by negative is a negative. 12 divided by 3 is 4. A squared minus this invisible 1 is going to be just a. and the b's cancel each other out. Now we go to the next one. Negative divided by negative is a positive. 3 cancels each other, a cancel and b cancel. So whenever the whole thing is divided by the exact same thing, we are going to have 1. And that is your final answer.